Welcome back, everybody, to another week of shenanigans.
That's what we should have named it.
I know, I love that word so much.
Shenanigans. That would have been a good name for the
I've
podcast.
never ate at that restaurant.
A restaurant.
Yeah, it's called Shenanigans.
I don't know anything about that.
It's mm,
Is it one of those ones that like make fun of you the whole time? Or
no, they're not that cool. They're shenanigans because they got a lot of crazy stuff on the wall. Yeah, just weird.
that's some weird shit. Okay.
Yeah, you ever been to Applebee's?
Yeah.
Basically the same food.
Okay.
It just they got weird stuff on the wall.
So it's just slightly above bar food, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it was Flat Creek before there was Flat Creek.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Did you ever see that trend of people like going in Cracker Barrels and swapping out the pictures in the frames?
No.
So like in Cracker Barrel, they have all those like um old pictures. They're all black and white of old people.
Right.
And
Damn, they got this one extra full.
people would go on TikTok and record themselves doing it. They do like dress up in certain clothes to kind of fit the aesthetic of it. They'd print it out in black and white, and then they would like take a frame off the wall, swap the picture out, and put it back up. It's pretty funny.
That is kind of cool. I don't know. Like that's so much better than the building the fort in Walmart.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm all for everybody having a good time, but whenever you're messing with the employees that have to work there day in and day out, maybe it's not a good thing. It's kind of a dick move.
I remember when that was like a trend.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you guys watching it like stuff like that all the time. And I'm just like rolling my eyes the entire time.
Yeah, we would watch them like religiously.
Yeah. I don't know how like YouTube is basically but YouTube's better than cable, in my opinion.
Better than cable TV?
Yeah.
No, I disagree.
I
watch a lot of YouTube, but I still disagree.
right, but I mean you're like there's the same kind of shit. Like the stuff that you're watching on there, you know, the car shows and
Yeah.
you know, that one skit deal that you watch. It's better than network television.
There's an argument for it.
Well,
It depends on specific people. Like certain people on YouTube are better, but as a whole, I would still pick normal networking.
yeah, but if you compare it to the price point, you know, like, yeah, internet's going to run you at like $50, $60 a month, something like that. If you got, you know, kind of cheaper internet.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But, you know, like the cable bill, I still have cable channels only because I want the high speed internet.
Yeah.
When it works,
Assholes.
yeah. And it's $180 a month. You know, for a bunch of channels I don't even fucking watch about shows I really don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, well, I guess everybody probably figured it out. Hopefully they did, that we did take a week off. So that way we can kind of reset a little bit. I mean, we've been doing it almost 6 months, hadn't missed a day.
It's a week.
Well, a
yeah.
week, you know, but I mean, we were here every week. So it was Memorial Day weekend and
then our views got cut in half. What the hell?
yeah,
Assholes.
Well, they'll just,
Yeah.
they'll be back. It's fine.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not. We'll be lucky if we see them ever again.
Yeah, I know. That's all right, though. Again, you know, I mean, we're not doing it for the views or the anything like that or the fame.
That'd be kind of cool, but whatever.
Yeah. It was kind of cool, like hearing about it, like randomly at like a gas station or something like, hey, yeah, watch your podcast. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know? Why would you watch it? Yeah, I mean, it's not for the information. We are what the media would call misinformation.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, because we don't research anything.
Well, a lot of the stuff we just know.
Knowing is kind of a subjective word with us.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like, I know Bigfoot's real.
Well, we give our opinions on a lot of things, but
Yeah,
whatever.
but it was good to have that week off and you know kind of hang back and kind of do our thing and whatnot. Yeah.
I really didn't notice that we had a week off, to be honest with you. I did not notice. I was
Well,
doing stuff with the podcast in the background,
yeah.
so I missed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just kind of a messed up week because, I mean, the internet was out for the majority of it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the reason was. There was rain.
It rained a little.
Yeah. Internet was out. It was a holiday weekend. You know, like just, I don't know.
Just a shit show.
It was just something we decided to do, like, just out of nowhere. So I do apologize to some of the ones that messaged me and were like, hey, what the hell?
A bunch of pansies.
So wow, what are you gonna piss off the last three? I don't know. Overall, this week's been kind of
Overall, the weekend was pretty alright.
Well, you stop my phone, my speech a little bit. Close just a little bit. I don't have one. It's just I've had a lot of energy drinks today.
Yeah, what happened to cutting back on those?
I did. Now I'm catching back up
Yeah.
to what I skipped out on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you cut down for no reason. Then.
Yeah, it's a cut and splurge, you know.
Okay.
Makes you. It's like trying it again for the first time.
You're doing your cut for a little bit. Now you're doing your bulk.
Yeah. Well, see, one week I think I'm going to get laid, and the next week I know I'm not. So it's like I don't care, then I do care, then I don't care. Like,
you figured it out pretty quick.
yeah, Anyway, I don't know. You got anything you want to talk about today?
I thought about something that pisses me off.
What's that?
Newborn babies on planes. Haven't been on a plane in a while. But I just like babies on planes
Yeah.
piss me off. Like, why would you bring your newborn child on a plane?
Well, you want them to like check them in the overhead compartment, or
Yeah, like put them with the luggage or something. You know, they did it with animals. It's close enough. It's just annoying. You're sitting there screaming the whole flight, like you're excited, like I'm going to the Four Seasons Orlando.
Yeah, but they don't know how to pop their ears. So
It's not my problem.
Oh,
My problem was I picked my seat. I expected a fight with nothing, and then I sit through a baby the entire time. I haven't been on a plane in years. I was thinking about it earlier, and it just pissed me off just thinking about it.
I would rather deal with a baby on a plane than a baby in a movie theater.
Yeah,
like baby on a plane, I'm like, look, that new family is going on an adventure. And they're going to treat their kids much better than I ever treated mine.
Yeah, I would hate that more in a movie theater.
You were pretty little. I mean, you were little whenever I had you on a plane, but
I was like 7 or 8. Thought,
yeah, something like that. Raising up the college co-ed the entire flight.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I got Helga.
Got to take one for the team for that.
Oh yeah, I was wingmaning for you way back when. Yeah, it was
back in the day.
Yeah, I slept so hard.
That flight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had your Game Boy, so that way I could sneak off and go smoke and pray that nobody kidnapped you.
Go and smoke on the plane?
No, whenever we got to the terminal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can't smoke on the plane, can't smoke in the terminal, but if you, we walked by a restaurant, so we went to our gate, and you start playing your Game Boy and stuff, and I looked, and I was like, well, I don't see no creeps. So
I think it's pretty cool that I still got to experience Game Boys.
Yeah,
because nobody my age got to experience that.
Yeah, man, you weren't there when they first came out. Oh my God, we were in the future.
Yeah,
life was gonna get no better. We can have Nintendo on the go.
Yeah,
now shit's in everybody's pocket. Everybody has a Game Boy, because it's cell phone shit.
On my Switch, I still have. I started paying for that, getting every game from almost every Nintendo console.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, fuck that Mario Golf.
Just people who don't know, obviously. Me and Dad played Mario Golf, on the NES Mario Golf.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Like a 40-year-old video game, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it.
And yeah, he wasn't quite 40.
It's about 40 years old.
Shut up.
It is. It
Shut
is
up.
about 40 years old.
I know you're right.
Well, now I'm gonna look.
Because,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like 30 some odd years. But
it's old.
okay. I get it. I'm fucking old. Oh yeah. I love how we dressed up for the occasion today. I'm like, screw it. I don't need no sleeves.
Fuck, I don't need nobody.
I don't need a hat. I ain't combing my hair. I ain't even fucking shaving.
Just nothing. Nothing at all. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's a yeah. It doesn't.
It was on the NES, so that's the kind of old.
It's old. Everybody
Like
knows it.
you,
I'm agreeing with you.
but you're still old.
My God, I'm gonna throw this ashtray at you. Okay. Anyway, yeah, babies on planes. I mean, what else you gonna do?
Kick him off
No, my God. I mean, I'd rather have a
like a
baby.
stork.
I'd rather have a baby on a plane than like an emotional support animal.
What do you have against emotional support animals?
Well, there was this one plane ride where a guy brought his emotional support animal. And do you know what his emotional support animal was? Take a guess.
A rabbit.
No? A fucking turkey. Yeah. He brought his.
My emotional support turkey.
Yeah. It had a seat.
That's funny.
Yeah. And gobble gobble the entire flight. Yeah. Like that's somebody just being a dick.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, no.
I want to bring my turkey.
Whenever Mario Golf first came out, you didn't have emotional support animals on a plane.
Yeah.
Like we've made it since we started flying. You didn't need an emotional support animal, and then now all of a sudden we're going to take a turkey.
Yeah.
I get it, like a service animal, like
Yeah.
a service dog. Like I get that. I understand it. You can actually train a dog and do this and that. I like a turkey. There's somebody's got an emotional support snake.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to. I'm scared as shit of snakes, and I'm supposed to go eat in a restaurant with somebody with a boa constrictor around their neck.
Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucker plane.
Yeah, I will Samuel L. Jackson that shit.
Do you consider support animals service animals?
No, not really. If they're not trained.
I mean, if they are, let's say they are trained.
Well, then why wouldn't they be a service animal?
I don't know.
I mean, I understand. Like, I mean, JoJo, for example. Like, I love that dog. I talked to that dog whenever I was upset. She knew it. Like, she was comforting. Like, it was helpful. I mean, after you guys moved out, I had a lot of time in here alone.
Yeah.
And the dog helped me. I
Yeah.
mean, animals will do that. But she wasn't a service animal.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that dog, and it was a great dog. She could have been a service animal, but she wasn't trained.
Yeah.
So,
I guess it's a fair argument.
yeah. I mean, I don't think I should be able to take her into Walmart so she can, shit in the electronic aisle.
Clean up dog shit on aisle PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, like some employees got to deal with that because, I know I'm going to catch a lot of shit on this, especially if, more than the normal watch this, but yeah, I don't know.
Still wouldn't consider it?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of brought this up, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
That's weird. Okay. I'm getting my ass kicked on shit I bring up.
Okay. Baths or showers?
Showers.
Okay, then I guess there's nothing to talk about.
I mean, like if you're gonna relax, it's like well, you're still young, so you haven't found like the joy of Epsom salt. But
I hate baths.
yeah,
Like, I have a hatred for them.
But like whenever you're like your back hurt and you got muscle aches and you get some Epsom salt,
Yeah.
I suggest the lavender one.
And there goes the man card. Okay.
I do. There are some things that guys get that are girly and like
your pedicures.
Yeah, pedicures and lavender. So
It's so weird.
I don't know. It smells good, and
It smells good, and my toes look nice.
yeah. But Epsom salt is great, like in a bath and everything. And
Yeah.
it cures a lot of muscle aches and sores and stuff like that. That's weird how that works. But you ain't old yet, so you don't know.
I'll figure it out soon enough.
Oh, you will. You'll figure out why I do pedicures.
I just hate baths like now. It's just human soup. It's just gross. You're just sitting there in your own filth and then calling yourself clean when you get out. Like,
Well,
it's just like if I had a big bucket of water
yeah.
and like had Sydney splash around in it and scrub herself all around in it, pulled her out, she'd still be a dirty dog because she's been sitting in the stuff the whole time. She doesn't get any cleaner.
Yeah.
It's just gross.
Well, to each their own, I guess. But
Whatever.
I mean, I'm taking a shower just because I don't want to go through all the effort. But whenever I do go through the effort, I get me a bag of Epsom salt.
I load up, make it a good time.
It sounds like I'm going for a fucking sponsorship, but
Yeah. What was the like Dr. Shields that makes like the foot inserts?
Dr. Scholl's?
Dr. Scholl's, yeah.
Yeah.
They make Epsom salt too. Let's try and get a sponsorship here.
Hey,
Me talking
yeah,
shit.
that's the brand I buy.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pediatric shoes too.
They're not pediatric shoes, all right?
Pediatric shoes.
They were Hey Dudes before Hey Dudes.
Uh-huh.
Then they were like $3.75 at Walmart.
They're pediatric shoes.
I bought them like 3 years ago. They're still good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're elderly and don't use them.
Speaking of soup, this got brought up to me whenever you said that. It reminded me. I still think cereal is soup.
Okay.
I think you disagreed with me on that, but
Cereal soup. I don't know. It kind of. I can see the argument for it. It just doesn't seem like a soup thing. Like there's so many things just put in liquid and called food that is not soup.
what would it be called?
Just whatever the food is. Like it doesn't really go into a category.
Well, you
Like for example, like macaroni and cheese. It's noodles with liquid. That doesn't make it soup.
but it's not liquid. Like it's cheese. It's melted cheese.
Yeah, if you took it and only had the melted cheese in the bowl, I bet you it would move around like liquid, and you could spill it. You can make stains with it. It's a liquid. It can flow through tiny cracks. It's a liquid.
Yeah, it can seep like it, but it's not. I mean, yeah, I guess in a way,
It's not a solid. It's not a gas.
right?
It makes it a liquid.
But you can eat it with a fork.
Not the liquid part.
Yeah, it's soaked in the noodles.
Yeah, but then that's the noodles. That's not the liquid I'm talking about here.
Yeah, but you don't have like you can put macaroni and cheese on a plate.
Yeah.
Put milk and cereal on a plate and tell me what happens.
Well, if you put mac and cheese on a plate and eat the pasta, there's still going to be liquid left behind.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, does that make steak a soup? Because there's liquid off the steak too.
I'm not saying mac and cheese is a soup.
I know, but you said that you could call it that.
See, it's a hard conversation.
Why are you trying to
We're trying to figure out a soup.
Why are you trying to dodge me like a Democrat?
I just don't know what qualifies a soup as a soup.
Is cereal a soup?
I don't know, Dad. I'm gonna look up definition of soup.
My God, he dadded me. Like dadded me.
Okay, a liquid dish typically made with boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. So, in stock or water, that makes cereal not soup because that is not stock nor water.
Typically.
No, it doesn't say typically. It says typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables.
Yes, typically.
Etc. in stock or water. It doesn't say typically does not apply to stock or water.
So I use 2% milk in my cereal.
That doesn't make it stock. It's still milk.
Well, it's still water.
What the hell?
I don't know. You got a damn bug in here.
Okay. No, it says definition in stock or water.
Right. What do you think the other 98% of the 2% milk is?
You're hurting my brain. Let's just move on to another thing. You shouldn't care about cereal this much. You don't even eat it.
I know. I know. I used to love cereal so much, as one can tell.
I used to love cereal too.
Yeah.
What was your go-to cereal?
Captain Crunch.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, I love having the sores on the roof of my mouth.
With berries or no berries?
Original.
So without berries?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good pick.
Yeah. The other like odd one was like Golden Crisp.
Golden Crisp is really good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Is that the one where the mascot's like a frog?
No, it's a bear.
Oh, then maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, and then well, I mean, the one with the frog is like the same thing, just a different brand, I think.
It tastes kind of like coffee. The cereal does.
Yeah, kind of. I guess I can't really pinpoint the taste of it, but
The one I'm thinking of tastes like pretty damn close to coffee.
but like my old man cereal, like I don't know why, but I fucking love Raisin Bran.
That's been my go-to cereal for years, though.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be kind of semi-healthy for you, and then we come in with the sugar.
Do you put sugar in your Raisin Bran?
Yeah, yeah, I turn that shit into a milkshake.
I don't do that. I've been eating Raisin Bran as my primary cereal for years, and I've never put sugar in it once.
If I took the mixture that I make Raisin Bran at and put it in like a homemade ice cream maker,
It'd probably turn out pretty sweet.
oh, it'd be damn good. It'd be Ben and Jerry's new flavor.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Like make Raisin Bran ice cream. I feel like that'd be really good.
I mean, we can try, but I don't know how it's gonna go.
I really want to try and make beef jerky. So we have a dehydrator,
Mm-hmm.
and I eat a lot of beef jerky. So I feel like it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we can try it.
Just for the hell of it,
Yeah,
you know.
maybe go into competition against Bernie's Meat Emporium.
That'd be something.
No, we ain't gonna beat him.
No, we're not.
He makes the shit too good.
We try.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit, it's like
As y'all can tell, we're a little unprepared.
oh, totally. Like I don't know. We tried to think of topics earlier today, and nothing really came to mind. I mean,
Except sex. That's the only thing we can think of.
I mean, we could. I mean, not between us. Like, not like that.
I don't think they thought that.
They could have.
Okay.
Sex is really funny though.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Elaborate.
well, you're still young and like you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, like
You tell me when you have sex, you're not having a good time.
I mean, it used to be a good time.
If it's not a good time, then why do you do it?
I mean, it's only 5 minutes on my day. I mean,
It's like me booting up
yeah.
GTA. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm waiting for the PlayStation to load. I gotta have something to do. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just sex back in the like whenever you're young, it was so different.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like all passion and this, that, and the other. Which I mean, it could just be partner wise, or it could just be I don't know, I'm old or whatever, and just no.
You know what I think it
used
is?
to be what?
I think because you had to have the grief of losing sex for like the rest of your life, that you come to terms that it's not that good anyway, as an excuse to grief the fact of not having any.
Are you saying I still can't pull?
Yeah.
Okay, motherfucker. Like,
You're just grieving and you're like, it's not even that good anyway.
okay, all right. That seems like a challenge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that kind of does.
I've seen your ballpark. I wouldn't swing.
Dude, what are you talking about? You're playing in my section. Like, you're trying to jump leagues over here. You get bit by one cougar.
You get that on the bigger drops.
Yeah, get out of my bracket, bro.
You weren't sweeping it all, so I had to get in there and clean it up.
Yeah, well, you ain't ready to play in that league.
I've been practicing.
Dude, these girls I run around with will hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like whatever guys are younger, right? Like, like, we're gonna, like it's raw. We hype ourselves up for sex and shit like that, right?
Okay.
You don't?
I don't hype myself up.
You don't?
Nah. I don't really plan for it.
Well, yeah, but like she's not surprising you, like, like fucking jumping out of the dark and,
Okay, I guess I can kind of see the hype now.
Yeah, like you ain't ever going to like a bathroom mirror and like, like she's in there, you go in her bathroom or something, and be like, I can do this.
No.
No. Oh my god, that's why they never call you back.
Is there any pickle juice? No, don't do that.
Yeah,
I got a mustard pack in my pocket. You start to cramp.
yeah, you need that whenever you get older. Like, you almost out of the teens.
That's funny.
Well,
you gotta hype yourself up for it.
Well, it's
kind of one of those things that you just do.
You never got like excited about like I'm getting ready to get laid.
Yeah, but I don't go in the bathroom and hype myself up.
Like
it's a fucking high school football game.
Yeah, like we can,
No.
You don't like pregame, like not pregame, but not that, but you don't think about the plays in your head before you go out there.
Yeah, I think about it, but like normally while it's starting. Like in the foreplay, I'm thinking about it.
Foreplay,
like when you're just making out, filling each other up.
Oh yeah, foreplay.
Yeah. Normally, that's whenever my game time comes. I'm like, okay, so play by play. I'm gonna run this route.
Well, you gotta know like what you're working with, and can she do the ankles behind the heads? Neither you're like, thinking about like my bracket, like they may pop a hip. You don't know.
The day that fucking happens, I'll probably retire.
Help me, I'm stuck.
Get them soft in. I can't move.
Hold on, 2 more minutes.
That'd be fucking weird. Like, pops the hip out, and you're like, hold on, let me finish this up. We'll figure it out. Just give me a couple minutes. We'll figure it out.
Well, I don't.
I used to be a chiropractor, so it's not going to break.
That's I can't believe you don't hype yourself up.
No, I don't hype myself up now.
Like sneaking in, like, a couple push-ups.
No.
Nothing like that.
I know I'm not like the cutest dude or the hottest dude or whatever, but like I have a lot of like really weird confidence for myself. Like confidence, like looking in the mirror, I shouldn't have. But whenever like I have the slightest little bit, like I think she's into me. Like confidence through the fucking roof. I am McLovin. Like I'm all in.
See, at least you have that. Like me, I'm so fucking just out of it. Like I don't know. Like I can tell whenever somebody else wants somebody, but like somebody wants me, I'm like,
why?
Huh? Like,
yeah.
Are you okay? But I never notice. Like they can hit me with a book titled "I Want to Fuck You."
Yeah,
and I still won't fucking read it. Like
that's fair.
Yeah, I'm horrible at that.
Well, I have like the psychology background now, so reading body language is like a really important thing in my own job.
Yeah.
So like I can figure out pretty quickly what's going on in someone's head. Not every time, because of course some people fake it till you make it kind of thing. But you can normally tell pretty quick. Yeah. Like at work, I can tell when like a client's nervous, or if they are uncomfortable, or if they're sad. Like I don't have to say a word to them, and I'll know. Yeah. It's like a superpower.
I don't know, like if a girl's talking to me about, like they're like, I'm looking for like this great guy, and he's this and that, and da 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 da. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, he sounds amazing. I didn't know they were fucking talking about me. I didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Nobody gave me a note. So
Well, normally whenever that thing comes up, you're like, oh, well, who is it?
hmm,
That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah.
But you're not very good at like, let's have a conversation. Okay. I'm gonna listen for like 0.5 seconds and then I'm just gonna reply afterwards.
I've been told I'm a great listener.
Yeah, because you don't say anything afterwards because you don't remember what they said.
No, you're just boring.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry, I saw the shot. I had to take it. No,
Okay.
but I mean, I don't know. It's still a good time. It's just not something that I really thought about. I guess
I think it's still weird that you hype yourself up. Like, I guess that's just.
I don't hype myself up now.
Well, you don't have to now.
I could. You don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to be born again.
Tui.
Hey, look, man, you can either have a big dick or you can be funny.
And we started a podcast.
Yeah. So that answers that question.
And here we are.
In the wintertime, I got to squat to pee. It's horrible.
It's so gross.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, it's all right. I mean, like, I got into where I like when they go, oh,
You know, I don't know why we started a podcast because you TMI like everything.
well, yeah. Isn't that kind of the point?
I've learned so much about you that I wish I never knew.
But I don't know how to make like dick jokes that aren't small. Like I don't know how to make a joke where it's all like, you know what? Look at it. Like I don't have that in my repertoire.
Yeah.
So
It's like it's retractable, like those like phone cords.
my
You
dick's
pull on one end of it, goes out, and then it goes back.
so big it's got a scope on it.
Shit. You'd be lucky if you got iron sights.
Shit. I got a submachine gun.
You get a short barrel 7mm.
It's a little bitty pocket rocket. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, shit, where was I going? Where were we going with that?
Oh no.
Okay, now that we made fun of me. How about you?
What you got? Huh?
No, I ain't got shit.
Yeah, I know.
Well, fucker, don't make me talk. I've changed diapers.
I wonder where I get it from.
Yeah, sorry about that. I tried my best.
No, they didn't.
You got that shit from your mother.
It's where we're in the dark, and like they're like, "I got it." I'm like, "No, you don't. That's my lighter."
Who the fuck is saying they got it?
No, it's just
Why'd you say they?
because I'm not going to use somebody's name.
Yeah, I know. You could have went with her.
With times,
Why did you leave it open ended?
she only she's. If you have to contemplate, we're out.
If I'm telling you a sex story and I keep referring to them as they,
Yeah,
you're gonna wonder. They them.
that was something I forgot to bring up.
What?
I met my first trans person.
How'd that go?
They were like really respectful,
Mhm.
but it was very trippy. Because I didn't know what to think at the time. Because I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And then, like, when they handed me my coffee, because it was at a coffee shop,
Yeah.
and they handed me my coffee because they were working there, and they, like, looked at something above my head,
Yeah.
and they had, like, a tiny beard that they missed shaving or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, they were trying to pass as a woman for sure. And
Yeah.
just had, like, you could tell. You could tell. And it kind of caught me off guard.
I think the only time I've been caught off guard was I met one that was transitioning from female to male, but he ended up pregnant. So it was it was kind of weird.
Like some seahorse
Like
shit.
not weird, like I don't give a fuck what anybody does, but seeing somebody pregnant with a much better beer than me, like
Yeah.
I was like, like it took me a second,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't personally give a shit, do whatever, but
The math ain't math here.
all the other times I've ever met like a trans person or, somebody, that was a cross dresser or something like that,
Yeah.
it doesn't really weird me out. Like, it's just somebody doing their thing.
Yeah. It didn't weird me out. It caught me off guard because I was on my way to work. I was not expecting that today. But, all right.
Well, on that topic, do you know how a non-binary person would kill somebody? They/them.
Bazinga.
Yeah, we're canceled. Oh my God, I've smoked 3 cigarettes and we just started.
I'm on 2.
God, I'm
We're
on
36 minutes in.
Really?
Yeah.
Time's kind of floating on this one.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
We don't got nothing to talk about. We're making shit up as we go.
Well, yeah.
That's the podcast.
That's why all 3 watch us.
Mm-hmm.
So, because, we just watch where we say weird shit.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, and we're not slackers. I mean, we took 1 week out of what episode was that? 22?
Yeah, it was 22.
Yeah, 1 out of 22. You just got back from a cruise. Like, come on,
get off ice.
Yeah, wait. He did go on a cruise, which, like, I don't know. Have you ever thought about going on a cruise?
I always wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went on one when I was younger, and I was really jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely a lot of fun.
I'm glad I didn't go. Looking back, though, because I have such a bad memory of my childhood, I wouldn't have remembered any of it.
Well, he probably would have. I mean,
I remember our trip to Mississippi.
Yeah.
I remember getting on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Jeremy giving me that can, like pirate ship thing.
No,
pirate ship made of cans.
He gave you a plane, and your Uncle Scott gave you a boat.
Okay, see, and I remember he was digging out a in-ground pool, and those are the only things I remember about that trip. I don't remember anything else.
You don't remember the bacon wrap shrimp?
No.
Oh, you should.
Like I'm being serious. I don't remember a single other thing other than things you told me that happened on the trip or pictures you took.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
You don't remember holding the dolphin while I punched it?
I remember that picture.
Yeah.
Because you had it as you reposted it on Facebook at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I've never seen this picture before.
Oh my God.
I don't remember this memory. Yeah.
So I just wasted a bunch of money is what you're telling me. Okay, I get that.
That is something I advise. Like, for parents, of course, I don't have any kids, but don't do anything like monumental until they're in their like 10s to 13s. Because I don't remember fucking anything.
Well, yeah.
Like I don't remember a single birthday. Not a single one of them. I remember the ones that like were videoed on a VHS recorder.
Yeah.
I only remember those because of those videos. Otherwise, I would have no idea they existed.
You have no idea how much that VHS recorder pisses me off to this day. But that's a different story.
Okay.
I could tell it to you, but it's,
Off the podcast kind of thing?
I mean, it would be an interesting story on here. I just know that it could cause a problem.
All right. But yeah, that would be, if I had advice to any parents, because I don't know anything about parenting, but that'd be my one thing. Don't do anything monumental with your kids until they're at least like 10 plus.
I mean, I disagree with that because, you don't remember that trip, but I do.
Yeah.
And I remember your reactions, and I remember you having a good time, and you didn't want to leave, and
Okay.
it was, like whenever we went and ate fried green tomatoes.
I still remember that.
Yeah, I had to trick you into eating them, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, they're like really skinny chicken nuggets, and then you tried one, you're like, that's not chicken, but it's good, and then you and me ate like a whole plate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's different if you're doing it for like making memories for you, but like, at least for kids like me, at the time, that's no memories for me.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that if you're trying to make memories with your kids, but your kids aren't going to remember it. That's why I'm not going to care about my kids' birthdays until they're at least like 5.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to fucking do? You know?
I did have like memories and stuff like that. I did have something like off the wall happen this week. I didn't even get a chance to tell you about yet.
Okay.
So my brother Caleb calls me and he's like, "Hey, yeah, there's this guy out here and he's looking for mom and dad." I'm like,
Oh
"What?"
shit.
Yeah, he late.
Yeah, you missed that one by a lot of years.
Yeah, and I didn't know who it was, and it was like a really old friend of my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he hadn't seen her. I mean, she's been gone since '01. So
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
23 years. And
Wait, no, that's not right.
what do you mean?
You had me when you were 23.
Yeah,
Subtract 3 years, that puts you at 20. Your mom died when you were 17.
right.
So that'd be 97
Uh, um,
or 98. It'd be 98.
I mean, unless the headstone's wrong.
Oh, I mean, well, I'm going off of ages.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, ignore me. Go ahead. Continue.
yeah. I mean, anyway,
Yeah.
you got me confused on math there.
Yeah.
Anyway, he hadn't seen mom since like way before then, and so he's all like, like what happened? So I had to go and tell the whole story again about how she passed away and stuff like that, and we talked for a while, and we're actually supposed to meet up sometime and grab lunch or something.
Cool.
But anyway, he was started telling me stories about my mom, like
Yeah.
being younger and stuff like that, and like how much he cared for her, and and all that stuff, and it was really refreshing to hear,
Mm-hmm.
but like he was like, I mean, I don't want to say anything like to like upset you or anything like that, but I mean, he was telling me like actual stories, I love my mom was real honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't really hold much back after she found out that I smoked, and then she told me that she smoked. Like we were good. Like it didn't matter. She told me all kinds of stuff, and so, but yeah, like I don't know. It was sad, but also made me really happy.
Yeah.
So like,
Do you think for him it was like the one that got away kind of thing?
yeah, he actually said as much.
He said that.
Yeah.
I assumed as much because why would he come back looking for her all these years later?
Yeah, well, I mean, like he'd heard about dad, like through the grapevine,
Mm-hmm.
but he hadn't heard about mom because he doesn't live too far from where we are, and so he just like came over to see, like like oh my god, because dad was
Well,
pretty.
even then, he's still 2 years late on that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like he lives next door,
Yeah.
but I mean, it takes time for word of mouth. John Deere tractors only drive so fast.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so he came over to see what was going on, and like he had heard like whoever told him about dad said, I think Debbie had died, and so he brought flowers just in case, and he just wanted to know where the gravestone was, and
Wow.
he'd go pay his respects and stuff. So, yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, like I mean, it does give a little faith in humanity still.
Yeah.
Not much, but I mean, saving grace every now and then. So,
If anybody ever did that to me, like came back and asked about you, like years after you died,
mhm.
I'd be like, oh yeah, he like even if you died in just like a normal way, like in a hospital bed or like heart attack or something.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he was on a cruise ship and it crashed into a rock and he died saving 15 children. Like I would talk to him.
Yeah, don't forget about me fighting off the Somali pirates with
Yeah.
only one arm.
You broke a narwhal's horn off and defended off the pirates. Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad that I know narwhal because of Futurama.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a really cool animal.
Yeah, the unicorn of the sea.
They only say like it's got a big horn,
Yeah.
but it's true.
Wonder why unicorn is a thing.
Well, uni means one,
Yeah.
and then corn, animal, or the
Corn.
vegetable.
Horn.
Huh?
Horn.
It's not unicorn.
Yeah.
It's UNI corn, like the vegetable.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they have one horn.
Yeah, but why would it be corn?
Right.
One corn? That doesn't make sense.
Are we going to get into English here? I mean, we did math already.
Yeah.
Anyway, unicorn.
Yeah.
It's a widely, like, everybody, like, every, like, society, like, oh, unicorns. Like, I don't know why it's such a widespread mythical creature. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird, like, it's very obnoxious. Like, I don't understand why that is a creature. Like, I could understand, like, Bigfoot, like, could be, like, a big monkey, or,
yeah.
like, the Loch Ness Monster. They saw a really big thing that they just didn't understand. So they made their own thing about it. It's a big sea monster.
Yeah.
That's been around for thousands of years of, like, big sea monsters. Like the Kraken and the Leviathan and all the extra things. So, I mean, that kind of makes some sense, but why a unicorn?
Well, yeah, I mean, it seems like the pussy of the mythical creatures.
Yeah. What was that one movie where they like brought back mythical creatures and it was like a badass unicorn? It was like all black, super scary.
Oh,
It was a newer, I think it was DC.
no.
I'm pretty sure it was DC.
Well, it wasn't a movie.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
What would it have been?
I think it was Constantine.
No, it wasn't Constantine.
More than I don't know.
Because I have watched it. I've never seen any Constantine movies. Shit, we're gonna find that out at some point.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I remember it was really cool. Now I want to watch the movie again because there was like this big bubble around this stadium, and like all these people kept bringing mythical creatures.
Oh, yeah, it's Shazam.
Yeah, see, I knew it was DC.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Whenever he said bubble, like, I was all like, oh, yeah, because
It was like a big bubble shield around like the Dodger Stadium or something.
Yeah.
And they like summoned a unicorn. It was like black and scary and
You,
badass.
me, and 6 other people in this country saw that movie.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad.
I was gonna say it was far from good, closer to bad.
I don't
No, they like gave up on that series on that. Like, they're like, we got to make a second movie because we're contracted. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fucking down. I hate how what movies have come to where it's just like, hey, we're gonna make money off of these schlubs. And
Yeah. I wish they would make like where the hell has Marvel been? Like
they're rethinking the inks on that one. Like,
where they haven't put anything out in so long. Like last year they put out like 3 different movies.
well, yeah, but that King, the guy that,
Like King's Dynasty.
yeah, like something Majors, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of the role, so now they have to basically redo their entire story. Like, Marvel's whole thing is they have this continuous story from this point all the way to Endgame.
Yeah.
And now that wrinkle is in there, so now they have to completely rethink of who the main bad guy is.
I don't know why they wouldn't just replace the actor. Like they've reused actors before.
Yeah, I mean they did it with War Machine. I mean,
Yeah.
it was Terrence Howard, and then I don't remember. Then it went to like Don Cheadle or whatever his name is. But they replaced him. But I don't know why they wouldn't just replace Kang. But I don't know. The whole like cancel culture thing.
And got him. Well, no, he actually did something bad.
Oh no, he did something fucked up. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, before, like, that shit would like have come out like after the movie, like
Yeah.
some shit, like they were much better at covering shit up before the internet.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty
I'm
interesting.
not saying it's right. I'm just saying this.
I'm really excited for Wolverine and Deadpool because I've been a big Deadpool fan for my whole life, and I started liking Wolverine in the past few years.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be really cool. And then I seen that in the trailer they're connecting that to the MCU.
Yeah. I actually kind of, I took a risk taking you to go watch Deadpool.
You took a risk?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I was not supposed to.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I remember us going to watch it though. I do remember that. Yeah, that was a fun day.
Yeah.
Because at the time it was still like, oh my gosh, my dad is like he doesn't really cuss, he's like
Yeah.
like he's a graceful person, I guess. And then after Deadpool, it was like, oh, okay, this is what we're talking about now.
Well, I mean, once you reach a certain age, then like, like you got to pop the bubble eventually that, I'm a regular person just like anybody else, just much more prettier. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. I know some dads don't like to pop that bubble.
Yeah.
And they like to have that, better than thou kind of, quote unquote respect out of their kids.
Wasn't that kind of like how your dad was? I got that feeling.
No, he was, he was strict.
I say your dad, my grandpa. Yeah.
He was strict because he was strict.
Yeah.
But like, as I got older and he, started to respect me as a young man, then, he let me in on things where I knew he wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Whenever I was growing up, he was completely indestructible.
Yeah.
Nobody could touch him, all that stuff. And then
he was the dude.
Yeah. Then, he slowly popped the bubble.
Yeah.
Me, I took a faster approach.
I don't know why I liked Deadpool so much. I think it's just because of how vulgar he was.
Well,
and it's such a unique character.
And it's Ryan fucking Reynolds.
Yeah.
He was fucking born to play that role.
Yeah. I couldn't see anybody else doing it well.
No. There are many that would try and a lot that would fail.
Who would play a better Deadpool? Do you think? That's a really hard question.
God almighty.
That one guy from Employee of the Month and that wait with that like restaurant movie. That's a lot like Ryan Reynolds.
You're talking about Dane Cook?
Yeah.
Well, burn you with a cigarette.
He wouldn't be better, but I think he could hold up.
Oh my god, that dude! Like, he was funny in his 3 movies that he had, but yeah, you know why he kind of disappeared, right?
Why?
Because he basically got shamed by like comedians and stuff for stealing their jokes.
Well, that's like every comedian now.
No, there's still quite a few original ones.
Well, like as much as I love Bert Kreischer, like he has been told, like it's open knowledge that the machine story that made him famous is not his story. Some other comedian like made it first, and even became a movie.
Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was like not too long after it had really like taken flight on like TikTok and Facebook. Yeah, like apparently it's not even his story. And of course it didn't happen because every comedian does that. But it's apparently not even his own bit.
Well, you know, I fact check that one because I ain't.
Well, yeah,
I ain't gonna say that.
Well, it's definitely like a hearsay thing.
Yeah,
there's no factual evidence that I've found, but
somebody sent this to Bert.
I love Bert. Don't.
Yeah, he says that now, Bert.
I'm just saying that I heard that one time.
Yeah, I heard that one time in that bathroom with that guy.
I don't know why I'm acting like Bert will ever see this.
Yeah.
Imagine that though.
Oh my god, dude.
That'd be good for the podcast. That'd just be awesome to happen.
No, that'd be horrible for the podcast. What are you talking about? Like, because that would
bad publicity is still publicity,
dude. Then people would tune in and watch, and then we would have to be so much better.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Oh no, it would actually turn into a full-time job.
I'd have to comb my hair.
And maybe not wear old sleeveless shirts.
I wish I had the arms to go with this.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Kind of looked like a burnt hot pocket with a toothpick stuck in the side of it.
Okay, all right. Now you're just getting personal for no reason. I don't know why you gotta be so hateful.
I'm just born this way. I get told that a lot. Believe it or not.
Why you think you're hateful?
Yeah. I don't know why you're so hateful.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Where I get it from? Is that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You?
Me, I am a teddy bear. I'm very loving.
Uh-huh. I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm such an asshole. Like actually, I really don't know why. I am like really mean to a lot of people.
Yeah, but I don't think you're an asshole.
I can be.
Well, no, I mean you can be, but I mean, like that's a better skill to have than to please people.
Well, I think that might be why. Because I used to like do everything to please everyone, and then like once I stopped, like that's all I can do now is stop pleasing people.
The people used to get so mad at me whenever I was younger because like I would double book myself constantly, double book, triple book.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh yeah, you need help moving? Well, sure. Oh, you need a ride over here? Oh, gotcha. You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a real bad people pleaser.
I do that to you a lot.
What?
I'll like double plan over you.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know.
I do it a lot.
Yeah, I know. I always felt bad too. Like, oh, he doesn't want to spend time with me. Yeah, but I mean,
Get over it, pussy.
it made sense after you told me some things. I got it then.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like,
Like what things?
oh, like how you felt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like,
I'm not understanding, but we'll talk about it after.
yeah.
Okay, but I don't know. Maybe that's just a generational thing then, like double booking.
I mean, I used to do it all the time. I don't think it's a double booking thing. It's just whenever you're in like people pleasing mode,
Yeah.
which is really unhealthy. Like, you, nobody should ever be a people pleaser. I struggle with it still to this day. Like, it's hard for me not to want to please people.
And you know how I feel about it because I tell you how I feel about it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, God, just fucking stand up for yourself. Like, you don't have to say yes to
Well,
everything.
yeah, but I mean, it's like, I don't know, like the way you look at it is, you know, like you need to stand up for yourself. I don't look at it as me standing up for myself.
Okay.
You know, like, you know, I mean, I can stand up for myself just fine. Like, you know, if somebody wants to argue, somebody wants to fight, well, sure, let's fucking do it. But, you know, whenever it comes to, I need help, the thought process that goes through my mind is, can I do it?
Mm-hmm.
And who else is it going to affect if I do it? The one thing I'm not thinking about is how is it going to affect me?
Yeah.
And that's where I get in trouble.
I get calls a lot of like, can you help me? Like, can you help me do this thing? Can you kind of borrow some money kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
And I have to like really, really, really care about you to help you with fucking anything.
No, I know I've asked.
I I don't know if it's not. I guess maybe that's my selfish side.
Yeah.
If you're not important to me, then it's not important for me to go and help you. You know, like if it's like my closest friends or like you,
Yeah.
or like my brothers or whatever,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'll do anything for you guys. But whenever it comes to like a friend that I kind of am friends with, if they need fucking anything, it's almost every time no.
I still help, but I give the shot. You know,
Okay.
like, you know, if I can afford, like, I won't loan anybody money that I can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
Like, I have to plan that I'm never going to get that money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm able to do it, I'll do it. You know, like, you know, a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
You know, help somebody out. Sure, they don't pay it back to me. $200 is not that expensive of a deal to find out if you have a friend or not.
Okay.
You know, like, okay, $200 and I can write them off for the rest of my life. Cool.
Yeah.
Like that's how I have been working at and trying to do it.
Okay.
Sometimes people will surprise you and they'll pay you back and, you know, this, that, and the other. But, you know, like I'm trying to learn how to hold grudges.
You're trying to learn how?
Yeah.
You're talking to the master.
Yeah. And I've done fairly decent at it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, people have told me to fuck off. Well, okay. If I'm going to fuck off, it means my wallet fucks off, my truck fucks off, my trailers fuck off, like everything fucks off completely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, somebody that wrongs me or treats me bad, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, and I think a lot of that has to do with age, because whenever I was younger, it would have been like, oh, what's wrong? Like, why can't we be friends?
Yeah.
And I hated that about myself.
Maybe you could take some lessons from me too.
Yeah. And I learned learned a lot about girls too. I know they hate it whenever I talk about it, but, I'm not as important to them as they act like I am. So
He is talking about you. Bleep.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll get hit up too with, like, are you talking about me? Probably not, but if you think that I am, well,
Well, then I
that
think you kind of answered your question there.
I mean, just kind of want to look at it, in a different light. Like, are you doing the best by me that you actually could be? Probably not.
Brad.
Let's string him along a little bit longer. He's fine. He's 43. He's gonna last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fucking people piss me off.
People are people.
I know, but like, and maybe that's just my I guess my anger side or whatever. Like, I don't. It's so easy for me to not give a shit about someone like quickly.
It's getting easier. It really is
It's getting easier. What do you mean?
to not care.
For you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was talking about me.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
But you know me, like whenever I burn a bridge, I make sure there's nothing left of that fucking bridge.
yeah. I mean, you might want to watch that a little bit, but like, I mean, you should like it. Most of the time, I don't know about you, but like, if I've felt wronged or attacked in some way,
Mm-hmm.
then if that happened to you, then yeah, you're gonna burn that bridge on both ends and in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
and that's fine to burn the bridge, but you don't have to hit the shit with a flamethrower. Just a couple matches here and there. Like a little strategery.
I like my dramatic effects, though.
Yeah, but like
My dramatic flair.
but why get dramatic with somebody that obviously doesn't care?
Because whenever I like burn that bridge, they do start to care, and it just fuels me more. Because I'm like, I got you, bitch.
No, they care because they have a story.
Okay.
Colby is obviously the bad guy because this is how he reacted. No, nobody's asking the question like, well, what did you do to make him react that way?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to ask that question.
Well, I never put myself in that situation. I don't let there be something that can get me on.
No, not about
Like for them to have a story, like I eliminate the story.
yeah, but like he called me the C word. Like
I didn't, but yeah, okay. Great example.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that if you did call somebody
Yeah.
that, because of how you react, because you were trying to burn the bridge,
Yeah.
that's the only part of the story that's going to come out is that you reacted in this way. Nobody's going to ask what made you call you. It's like that one that stole from me, right?
Okay.
I had that friend, they stole from me and all that. Now, if I would have reacted in that flamethrower to the bridge kind of way, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that they stole from me. Well, they stole from me. They stole from my dying father. They stole from my brother. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it all in one fell swoop. If I would have reacted in that way, then, I reacted in my way. Where I'm not liable for court damages. So,
Hey, if you only pop 3 tires, they can't claim it on insurance.
you don't pop tires.
It's a fun fact. If you only pop 3 out of 4, they can't file for a full set.
Really?
Yeah.
Now you know. Don't be vandalizing cars.
No more you now.
Anyway, so but yeah, man, that's enough about people. Like, because you know, I the last thing
Fucking people.
the last thing I'll say about people is that I have my circle that I talk to, and they know who they are. Most of them watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
What's bad? Most of my circle doesn't watch this. Like 2 of my circle, if that.
yeah, but y'all got shit to do.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But I mean, yeah, like I don't know, like cherish your friends that you have that are actually your friends, and everybody else, it doesn't matter. They can do well in life, they can do shitty in life. It doesn't matter. Who cares? If you're not important to them, then they ain't important to you.
It's a good way to think.
Yeah, wisdom of the day.
I'm sure wisdom of the day.
Yeah, that and always stretch before sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you, you're gonna be out of your teenage years.
So
Maybe pack you a banana or something.
kind of, I forgot I had this saved in my notes on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of applies to what we just were talking about. All that really matters is that the people you love are happy and healthy. Everything else is just sprinkles on the sundae.
What quote's that from?
Paul Walker,
Really?
not in any movie. Just that's what he said.
I do miss him.
I don't think anybody doesn't.
Yeah, actor for Fast and the Furious. So God knows.
And other great movies.
Yeah, but mainly Fast. And the
Yeah,
Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I love him in. What was that?
Brian O'Connor.
Friday Night Lights. Was that it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was a football movie. Shit. I can't. Anyway, yeah, like I don't know. I liked him. I thought he was a good actor. I mean, he kind of did play just one role,
Yeah.
but
I mean, he did die playing that role. He didn't die on set. But
right. But he was the same in every movie.
yeah.
Like the character was the same. Like he wasn't like a great, like Vin Diesel's Vin Diesel in every movie.
Yeah.
The Rock is the Rock in every movie.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of weird? That some actors or actresses just play basically themselves in movies. They don't really have actual acting ability.
Well, yeah, they're good looking.
I guess that's true.
I mean, I didn't find The Rock all that attractive, but a lot of people do.
He's unique looking. That's what makes him a good actor.
I love him. I love The Rock because of wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I originally watched him on.
Yeah, like I don't know, well, I mean, you were around for the 90s.
Smell.
Yeah, for the 90s wrestling, that shit was crazy. The show every week was just intense.
Yeah.
Every week, and man, we would have Monday night, all of us would get together every Monday over at somebody's house to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's like a 3-hour program. And once a week, we're over there until 11 o'clock at night, trying to go to school on Tuesday and then performing the damn moves in the hallway.
Me and Jimmy watched it a lot, and we always watched it on cable, so it wasn't the newest stuff.
Yeah.
Because at the time, cable was already bleh,
Yeah.
It was always old stuff from a few years before.
Yeah.
That's what we watched. And then every once in a while, we'd actually catch the Monday Night Raw or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what we really, really liked. But we still got to see all the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Our go-tos were Rey Mysterio, John Cena, The Rock, Triple H, CM Punk, things like that. Those are our guys, man.
Yeah,
those are our dudes.
We had The Rock, we had Stone Cold, we had Kane, we had Undertaker.
Hey, we had Undertaker still. We had Kane still.
Yeah, but I mean, this is back when they were doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I've watched wrestling. I tried to watch it again lately.
Yeah.
And I can't get into it. I know that The Rock's cousin, I forget his name, that's wrestling, but
I didn't know that.
yeah, he does the spear or something like that. And
Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
I don't think they're actually related.
Yeah, I think they are.
I thought they were both just Samoan.
I think that's his cousin.
Oh, okay.
Fact check me.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're just I don't know. They don't draw you in. Like it's like watching like a literal soap opera.
Okay.
But like I don't know, The Rock was semi believable. Stone Cold was really believable. Undertaker, he gave him some leeway. Like you knew he wasn't, dead.
Yeah.
We knew Kane wasn't actually a psycho serial killer.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the stories were so fantastic, and like, man, then they had the funniest shit, like, uh, Vince McMahon gets hurt and he's like laying in the hospital bed,
Yeah.
and the doctor's like, "Hey, nurse, can you give him da 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 da?" He's like, "Well, I'd love to." And and like they turns around, takes the mask off, and it's stone cold and scrubs. And he starts beating the shit out of Vince and then hits him over the head with a bedpan and makes this such a classic tang sound whenever he hits him.
I can't do it.
Oh, dude, I lost my shit whenever that happened. Like, we're crying, laughing. And this is all live. Like, we watched every week and it was a live broadcast.
Yeah.
And, it was so hilarious.
You don't really watch wrestling for the wrestling. You watch it for everything else.
Yeah, whenever there was good characters, like we had a DX,
Okay.
they were hilarious. Like they did all kinds of shit. They would make fun of The Rock, or they'd make fun of Vince. Or they would like Vince would get mad at him. Like, you know what? Well, you two were fighting tonight for the championship and whatnot. And they're like, oh, and they're all freaking out. And Triple H is acting like he's gonna actually fight, Shawn Michaels and all that stuff. And then they get to the ring, and then Shawn Michaels like pokes him in the chest, and he falls over. And he's like, oh, and he pins him. and and that was the whole match. It was a shit match, but like everybody loved it.
It was monumental.
Yeah, because like the buildup was so enormous.
Yeah.
I remember whenever Rey Mysterio came in and he was fighting the Big Show,
Yeah.
and the Big Show threw him like a fucking lawn dart into a school bus.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't a school bus, it was like a travel bus.
It was some kind of vehicle, but yeah.
It was a bus, yeah, but like it was like what the wrestlers ride in,
Yeah.
And threw him like a lawn dart, and I was like, oh my god. God, I can't believe I actually love wrestling that much.
My favorite move ever was Rey Mysterio's 616.
619.
619, yes. Yeah, 619.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Well, when I first started watching wrestling, I'd never even watched wrestling, and I was still in school, and Brian was telling me about it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's telling me all the storylines and this, that, and the other, and there was this big deal with like WCW and WWF at the time, it's WWE now, but it was the Monday Night Wars.
Okay.
So like WCW would be on, and they would be doing something big and grand. So WWF would come on, and they'd do something bigger and grand. The next week it'd be opposite, and this back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he's like telling me all these storylines and stuff of all this stuff, and he's telling me about, I can't remember who he was telling me about. It got me excited to go watch it. So I didn't tell my parents what I was doing. And I don't know, I'm like 15,
Yeah.
14, 15. I leave, I didn't get on the school bus to go home. And I go with Brian, or I think it was his mom's boyfriend's house. And we go over there to watch wrestling because you didn't have cable or satellite out in the country.
Yeah.
And so we go over there. So there I am as a teenager at some strange dude's house. I don't know who it is. My parents don't know where I'm at. There is no cell phones. I didn't have a pager back then. And I'm there until 11 o'clock at night. And then I call my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she has to come in at 11 o'clock at night to pick me up.
I've been pissed.
Oh, she was furious. So what were you doing? I was like, watching wrestling. You watching what? Yeah. So mom was great though. She always had my back on shit. Because I know my dad was pacing like, I'm gonna beat him when he gets home. I'm gonna beat him. Now, Gary, you calm down. So, shit. You got anything else you want to talk about? No? Well,
Nope, I'm out of stuff.
all right then. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up because we're out of dumb shit to talk about, really. And I'm apparently running low on cigarettes. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. It's fun getting back doing this, and hopefully we go another 6 months.
Let's hope. We'll see.
Yeah. And damn it, we're gonna get hats.
We are gonna get hats.
Yes.
I'm excited for hats.
Like that, we have to
I'll start wearing hats again though.
We have to do that this week.
This week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we have to get it started.
Yeah.
Like we can't, like we've been putting it off way too long.
It's true.
Yeah, there's not many people that's gonna want them, but still,
Yeah.
like we need to get them. And
so look forward to hats.
Well, no, I really wouldn't look forward to hats because I mean, let's face it.
Okay, be prepared for hats.
Yeah. My motivation skills is about as good as my pull-out game. Hey-o.
And here we are.
And but yeah, let's really get that lined out. Like, I just want to do it just to do it
Okay.
and have it done.
Sounds good to me.
And then after that, we can.
No.
I mean, we could have all kinds of swag.
Yeah.
We
could have water bottles and comforters
and a tumbler.
And a tumbler.
Yeah, for my Starbucks. So yeah, okay. I know we said we were leaving, but hold on. The Loves that's coming into town. Right?
Yeah.
It's got the Dunkin' Donuts in it.
Yeah.
Now, you've had Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
But you've never had Dunkin' Donuts?
Never. We have beef.
Why do you have beef with Dunkin' Donuts?
Because if I'm gonna have Starbucks, I can't have Dunkin' Donuts. It's like red pill, blue pill. Like, come on.
What?
It's like you gotta pick your teams.
Starbucks is trash, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're not getting the right things then. The 7 Brew is better. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, I mean, I've never had 7 Brews, but I've had Scooters. I like Scooters better than Starbucks.
Scooters and 7 Brew are basically the same thing. Just 7 Brew's got a little bit more class into it.
Did you say a little more class?
A little more class, yeah.
That's like fucking telling me that McDonald's is a high-end restaurant compared to Burger King. They're the same shit.
Okay.
One uses tomato and one doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. So Dunkin' Donuts is coming?
Yeah. So
Still never had it.
You're not, like, excited about that in any way? Or?
No, not really. I mean, I will try it when it gets here, and I'll make my assessment. I'd be more excited for the donuts part of it.
I just figured
that'd be my big fat ass.
I just figured you'd be happy about, like having the younger generation style of coffee.
That Dunkin' Donuts is considered the younger generation style of coffee?
No, it's just how they make it. Like whenever I say I'm gonna go drink coffee,
Yeah.
I'm going to Judy's to have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys say that you're going for coffee, I have to drive to Joplin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to have a style of place like what's in Carthage and Joplin here.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it is. Because, I mean, I feel like there's a reason that Starbucks gets more money.
Yeah, name recognition.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
everybody talks shit on Nike because it's name brand, but still high quality clothes.
Who talks shit on Nike?
Well, like a lot of people on TikTok like complain about Nike, and because they're the name brand, they only got their money because they have the name that everybody wants.
Yeah, you had to work for and like take a chance on a basketball player that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're name brand for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like we don't like them because they're successful.
But I mean, because like everybody hates on them. Not everybody, but a lot of people do. And it's like, it's not just the tag on it. Like, it's actually good quality clothing, too.
Well, I know it's like,
shoes.
Like the brand champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's becoming a deal now.
That was a hype a couple years ago, and it's died.
Has it?
Yeah, it's
Thank
died.
God. Because like that was Champion was like the cheap shit.
Yeah,
You know?
it was at Walmart for a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Like whenever I was growing up, everybody had to have Nike. If you had Reebok, everybody was kind of like, eh.
Yeah,
Until Shaquille O'Neal signed a shoe deal with them, they was like, hey, what up?
yeah.
Like it wasn't that bad. You know, Adidas, nobody fucking wore 'em. Like nobody wore Adidas.
A lot of people wear Adidas now.
Right, but no, they don't. The only people that did were like skaters.
Yeah, I guess so.
But anyway, that's enough for Jasper news.
Yeah.
But appreciate everybody watching, and we will see you next week.